Hi guys, Ben here. Welcome to the final tutorial, and we've seen your feedback from the previous episode and we're just amazed by the positive feedback regarding the concept. We have no other choice but to keep going with it and to cover even more tips and tricks. If I recall correctly, we went over some of the more famous pulling tricks in the previous episode. In this one, we plan to cover some escaping mechanisms and to give you a few more general tricks you can use during the game. So let's start, shall we? Before we give some concrete tips related to specific heroes, let's go over the things you need to know about juking, and at the end of the day, not getting juked. Juking is the art of escaping imminent death, or simply evading the enemy heroes by using hidden paths among the trees, and abusing the fog of war that comes with it. There are a ton of hidden paths among the trees, so it's impossible to cover all of them. The most important paths can usually be found near the towers and the lanes, especially in the safe lanes, since almost every hero needs some time to cast a spell or an attack. Using those small paths will make it really hard for the enemy hero to go through the full attack or casting animations. There are several instances where you can cut down a single tree to open a whole new path in the forest. There's a small trick to improve your chances of hitting the enemy hero with your auto attack in case he's trying to juke you. Instead of trying to right click on the enemy hero repeatedly while it constantly is going in and out of your vision, use the following mechanic instead. Repeatedly press A and left click on the ground where you think the enemy hero is. This issues the attack ground order for your own hero, who will immediately start its attack animation once the enemy hero becomes visible. In other words, your hero will go to the clicked part of the map and attack the first visible enemy that comes in its range. This could work against you if there are nearby enemy creeps, but it does wonders in the more desolate places. Another cool trick is to escape the enemy heroes that can be found on the edges of ramps. Let's say that you are escaping from the enemy hero and you're about to climb upon the ramp. Instead of going forward, what your enemy would assume, you immediately go backwards. This will most definitely increase distance from the hero chasing you and could potentially save your life, especially if it was a melee hero. A similar thing can be done in the Roshan pit. Now let's go through some of the specific hero instances where you can escape death. There are several heroes who can use their spells to dodge and disjoint enemy projectiles. Storm Spirit can use his ultimate to escape the Sniper's ultimate. Morphling can also do that with his wave. However, some heroes can't disjoint projectiles like Mirana's Leap or Slark's Pounce, so keep that in mind.
Gold, I think just going for the Mansa style now. Yeah, it does buy the recipe. So that'll be coming soon. But yeah, on the side of LGD, Aegis up. They'll be looking for objectives. TP coming in top. There's the haunt and the quick relocate on MMY. Almost there with the stun. Could have gotten two. Crystal Maiden will TP away, but they are sacking EGM, and there will be no contest. Loda just going to march away. Trying for the TP back timing, and he gets it!
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, EGM, what a god! Dodging away, basically pulled himself out by his bootstraps from the abyss.
Absolutely gorgeous play. And Alliance able to keep one more off the board, even though the poor little Hawk does pay the price here.
LGD just sitting there scratching their...
There's also a cool illusion trick you can do with any hero that has any sort of illusion creation spell. Shadow Demon, Naga Siren, Terrorblade. You are a Shadow Demon who creates illusions in himself. Once the illusions are created, use one of them to run away while keeping your other illusion and your actual hero still. This could bait the enemy hero into thinking that the illusion is actually the real hero and could leave you alone. It doesn't always work, but when it does, you'll feel amazing. I believe we've covered the instances where smoke can be used to disjoint Sniper's and Zeus's ultimate. However, remember that going invis doesn't disjoint Sniper's ultimate, but can disjoint Zeus's ultimate. Puck is also a cool hero that can use her first skill, or his first skill, I always get the two confused, to mess around with his or her opponents. Simply cast your orb and often the enemy hero will follow it thinking you're going to blink to it. Or simply don't and you'll be safe. The most important thing to learn is the map as soon as possible in order to learn the small paths along the trees and all that. These will save your life a few times in just a single game if you know even the basic ones. However, it will take a lot of time to remember them all. But, thanks a lot for watching guys. See you in our next one. This is Ben, signing out. You take care.